We're live.
Hello, hello.
I don't know what shot you want on, Vicky. This is the shot you want on.
I have no idea. I'm not.
No, you want the straight on shot, I think. That's the shot you want.
Hello.
Yeah, no, why am I directing my own stuff? Get this out of here. Plug that in. We're live finally.
Right.
Your
So,
beer?
yeah, that's mine. So we have a big show tonight.
Oh my God. Welcome first, right? We should
Yes.
say welcome.
Welcome.
I think you jump right in sometimes.
Well, sometimes you do a lot of talking to others, so I try to redirect you.
Well, give people a chance to get in, right? I
Sure.
mean, they're just getting the notifications up. I want to hear it on the thing here to see what it sounds like. And you know, there's so many shows to watch live at 8 o'clock. And, you know, it's funny to me because our show's the one to watch.
Our show is the one
We
to
have a
watch.
lot tonight. Sounds good? Sounds good. When Noah says we're great. So thank you if you're joining us already. And if you're not joining us, join us soon. 'Cause we're
Hello,
here.
Annette. I see that Annette's on.
Is she on?
Annette is on. Mhm.
I love it. Hello, Annette. Annette.
And Phil. Phil is watching. Hi, Phil.
All right, let's say hi to everybody. And like, what do you want to do? You want to jump in? Because you're the
No. So I'm
Vicky
ready to
writes
go.
everything.
So I'm ready to go. So, you know, obviously the world, well, not the world, but the United States heard last night that Gilbert Gottfried unfortunately passed away, such a young age. So sad.
So, and I think
So
there's
sad.
a lot of the world. Certainly, all the English-speaking world
Right.
would know Gilbert. I mean, he did
Right.
major movies.
He did do a lot of major movies.
Disney.
Hollywood Squares he was on for a long time.
So funny.
Yeah.
I saw a Hollywood Squares clip the other day. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a great Gilbert Gottfried story, but I'm going to let you direct where we go because you have a great Gilbert story. I love that story. And
Right. So many years ago, you know, first, may his rest his peace, and we're so sorry for his family.
yeah, let's cover that first, right?
What?
Beautiful family.
Oh, yeah. It's just so sad. Gone way too soon. But so we had Gilbert many years ago. And, you know, on stage, he's a very outward persona. He's very loud. He talks to everybody. He uses his hands. He gestures a lot. Off stage, he's vastly different.
It's unbelievable.
Vastly different. He's very quiet.
You watch him on stage, he's I'm not going to use the word vulgar, but some of the material was, you know, super adult,
Right.
super funny, command,
Right.
right? Look at people. He had that whole, you know, not looking thing, but very, very brazen.
Right. So, you know, he comes to the club this one show and he just does phenomenal on stage and he gets a standing ovation and everyone's so happy and he walks off stage and he comes up to me and I said, okay, Gilbert, where are you going to meet your limo driver? He's like, I don't know. I go, well, where's your limo driver during the show? I don't know. I go, all right, Gilbert, what's his phone number? I don't have it. Okay. All right. Do you know his name or the company that you use? No. I'm like, okay, all right,
Like
all right.
a child.
Like very childlike. And then he proceeded to say, I said, okay, Gilbert, how about this? I'll go up and I'll walk around New Brunswick till I see a limo. And then I'll just stop and ask them, are you here for Gilbert Gottfried? And he said, okay, can I get a brownie sundae while I wait? And it reminded me so childlike. And it's such a different, it juxtaposed his stage persona so much.
Oh, so
Because he was
funny.
so gentle off stage.
So gentle.
So gentle, so sweet, so kind.
And I
Yeah.
don't even know if we talked about it, but he loved the swag. Did we talk about that last night?
We talked about nothing last night.
He loved swag from the club.
Mm-hmm.
So he would get done with the show. He'd always make good money. Always sold a lot of tickets.
Right.
And then he'd go, "Can I get a shirt?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we get a shirt. And we got, okay, he was a medium. Here's a medium. He'd go, "Okay, let me get another." And he would take 4 or 5 of everything. He wanted them for his wife. He wanted them for his kids. The funniest thing ever, he took about 30 pens. And I'm like, is he just busting our balls? Is he just being Gilbert? Let me get some more pens. And I used to laugh and say, well, we paid him X, and X plus 2 times X in swag. But he was so, I guess, you know.
Those are
happy.
some good money tips, though. Like, that's some good saving tips. If everywhere you go, it reminds me of your Aunt Ev.
Oh.
Because Aunt Ev, when she used to go to the bank, Remember?
Yes.
She would take all the lollipops for Halloween.
All the lollipops and the pens.
And the pens. Every time she went, she took pens and lollipops. So if you went to Aunt Ev's at Halloween, she gave out all the lollipops from the bank.
It was amazing. She had $41 in the bank and $8,000 worth of lollipops. Here's my favorite Gilbert story. And this is going back a long time. I met Gilbert 100 years ago. We booked him at Poor Billy's.
Right.
And if you never got to see him live, you really cheated yourself. The guy was funny.
Right.
I mean, really funny and clever. Did weird stuff.
Right.
When I say weird, I mean stuff that 99% of all comics are not coming up with anything like this.
Right, right.
He's in the 1%er and of comics. And so I got booked with him 100 years ago from two bookers. One guy was a great guy. One guy was a real piece of work.
Right.
And we're going to work in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is 4 hours away. And I get a call from Casey Martin, who I left, and he used to call me Brandman. He goes, Brandman, you're going to open for Gilbert out in Harrisburg, PA. And I'm like, gee, that's a long drive for one trip.
Right.
Don't worry, Brandman, we're going to fly you there. Now, Vicky, it's the first time I'm ever going to fly anywhere.
Right, that's fun.
For a gig, and I am jacked up. I'm
Right.
like, they're flying me to open up for Gilbert. So he's like, yeah, you and Gilbert are going to fly. We're going to get you to the airport. Then he called me a week before the gig, and he goes, flying's too expensive. I told Gilbert, we're going to send a limousine, and we're going to drive you in a limousine. Now, I'm talking to Gilbert, and I go, man, it's a long ride.
Right.
And he goes, it'll be good. We'll relax. We'll sit back. We'll talk. We'll laugh. The morning that we're supposed to drive out there, I get the call. The limo's going to be at your house. They're picking Gilbert up first, and you're going right out to Harrisburg.
Right.
It's a 4-hour drive. I shit you not. The limo is a 2-door, I think it was a Toyota Supra or Celica. Okay, it's the booker and the other booker, not Casey.
Right.
And Casey might be watching. Casey, you know this is true. It's the booker, Irv
Right.
Silverman, with his girlfriend in the front, and
Right.
Gilbert is in the back seat. And I am literally miserable. I'm like,
Right.
oh, you got to be kidding me. You know me.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
know
a
you.
front seat guy. And I get in the back. I don't say anything. And Gilbert looks at me and he goes, these limousines are getting smaller and smaller. And we laugh so goddamn hard. And we go out. It was York. It was York, PA.
Right.
We go to York. And we do the shows.
Uh-huh.
And now we got hotel rooms.
Right.
And they go, we're going to drive back tomorrow morning. And I'll never forget this because Gilbert gets in the car in York. And he goes, I don't feel good. And we drive back. And he's very quiet on the Sunday morning.
Right.
And we're driving back. And Irv is in the front seat. All Gilbert wants to do is get back to New York.
Right.
They're going to drop me off first. And Irv is saying, I'm going to take you to Mendoker's in Jamesburg, which is it's a famous bakery in Jamesburg.
Right, right, right.
It's not famous, it's not
Right.
globally famous. People aren't flying from France
Right.
to go to Mendoker's. And if you're at Mendoker's, yes, it's very good. It's still there. But it's not,
Yeah.
And Irv's going, we're going to bring you to Mendoker's. Now we're on the road from about, I don't know, 7 a.m. We got no sleep.
Right.
It's a miserable drive. Irv made a lot of money. Gilbert
Right.
made a lot of money. I made shit. And the whole time Gilbert's going, I don't care about the bakery. I don't feel good. We get to Mendoker's. They go and they buy. Gilbert takes one bite of a croissant or whatever and throws up all over the Toyota.
Oh, no.
I was cracking up. And he throws up everywhere. And Irv is out. He's cleaning the car. And Gilbert's going, just bring it back to the company. They're used to these things. They do proms. I'm telling you, I was wetting my pants. They do proms.
That's so funny.
Oh, it's a great story. I loved Gilbert. And it's really the big loss for comedy, right?
It is. It is a big loss for comedy. It was very sad.
They do proms. He was such a good guy. Huh?
Oh, the picture. The picture
Oh,
of
yeah,
you
the picture. This is the picture. It will be behind me or just in the stream. Here's the picture that Adam the Clown sent us.
His name is Adam Braun. But Vinny calls him Adam the Clown.
But because his Instagram is Adam the Clown.
Right, but his
He
name is
calls
Adam
himself.
Gilbert.
Adam's a very good friend of ours. Saw Gilbert a million times.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, he's got some great shots too. Is Andrew Soydom.
Oh, yeah,
Has some
yeah.
great, Andrew did a thing where he took his first picture with Gilbert, and
Right.
then the next time he came in, he brought the first picture, and every time he came in, he brought the next.
Oh my God, how fun is that?
It's great. So Andrew has, this is me
Wow.
and Gilbert with last year's picture. This is me and Gilbert with 2 years ago.
Right, wow, that's so
And,
fun.
Oh my God. Gilbert, just again, a huge loss. And I feel so bad because, you know, me, I'm also a family guy. Like,
Right,
you know,
right.
I'm very big on that. And Gilbert had 2 little kids, beautiful family, beautiful wife. And man, what
It's
a
just
loss.
so sad, so
Yeah,
sad.
love that guy.
So we do have other celebrity news.
We do have other celebrity news. That's a
That's-
segue out of the Gilbert story.
Yes, that's not as sad. It's actually so. I just read the headline. Martha Stewart announced she's going to have a tag sale. A tag sale.
What do you mean tag sale?
It's a garage sale.
Oh, at her house?
Yes, it's at her farm. It's a garage sale though. Like
Where?
let's call it a spade of spade. It's a garage sale, but she's calling it a tag sale. So to make it more spiffy, and then to make it even more spiffier, you have to pay an entrance fee. You have to buy a ticket ahead of time to come.
Wow.
So it's $250
What?
for like if you want to get like the early entrance and you see all the good stuff. I mean, you still have to. That just gets you the entrance. That doesn't get you to buy anything.
You gotta be
You
kidding.
just have that just gets you in, and you also have to have, I think, a negative COVID test.
Oh my
And
God.
for her tag sale
Where is it?
and her farm, wherever her farm is.
Isn't that New Jersey or it might be
No,
Connecticut?
Connecticut. I believe.
We gotta go to that.
And then you have to sign a release because, you know, why wouldn't she capitalize on her tag sale, aka garage sale, which I'm going to have one in May myself.
Yeah. Free admission.
Yeah, anybody can
Free admission
come.
to anyone who takes our shit away from us.
And so there, because ABC's making a 1 hour special of her garage sale.
Okay.
Garage sale.
This annoys me.
Yeah.
And here's why. Because some of the people watching are
Right.
going to watch the ABC tag sale special. She's getting paid for that too.
Oh, I know. And then on top of it, the proceeds go to her own center at Mount Sinai Medical Center, which at Mount Sinai is medical center. God bless. That's amazing. But you know what it always reminds me of? When you go to like Food Town, and Food Town will say, "Would you like to round up? We're raising money for X, Y, or Z." And
Yeah.
I'm always like, "Yes, sure." But then Food Town will then make a big statement like, "We raised money." No, you didn't. You didn't raise shit. I raised that money. Vinny
Yes.
Brand.
Yes.
All the other customers. You didn't raise that money.
Yes, this is the first time we agree on one of these issues.
No.
Usually I'm the one getting worked up. Now Martha Stewart's going to get a big accolade.
Yes.
She's going to give a bunch of money, which, listen, I get it. Okay, but essentially you're charging people
To go to your garage sale.
for your garage sale. Then they're going to take your shit away so you don't have to pay for a dumpster.
Yes.
And then you're going to make a donation and get an award.
I know. And you know what? When we have our garage sale in May, I'm going to call it a tag sale.
Tag sale.
Tag sale.
Yeah, we're going to tag our shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? I said it before, it's free admission. You know, I get so bent out of shape, right? So all the places, quote unquote, raising money,
Yeah.
right? We're going to round up. That's the new one. Will you just round up? Will you just like to round up? No.
Right.
I don't want to round up. But here's why. I don't trust the money is going where you think it's going to go.
Oh, I trust the money is going to go where it's going to go.
You trust who?
I do trust that. I do trust that. I feel like there's a lot of oversight that it is going to go where it is meant to go.
Maybe
I
Martha's
just-
money will go there.
But it just bugs me because instead of saying our customers of Food Town have raised this money,
That's correct.
that's who raised the money.
It's not Food Town doing that. ShopRite.
No, it's actually Stop and Shop, I believe, too.
Yeah, don't say Food Town. Our friends own Food Town. What is wrong with you? Jesus.
It's not Food Town. My bad.
Not Food
My
Town.
bad. My
It's
bad.
Stop and Shop.
It's Stop and Shop. Stop
This
and
is
Shop.
the one that bothers me more than all of them.
Sorry.
Get PetSmart. When I go into PetSmart,
Oh.
and there's the girl, She's behind the counter. She's got dog tattoos. Always has a nose piercing. Too many piercings. Okay? And the little thing comes up. Would you like to donate to needy pets? That's what it says.
Homeless pets. Homeless pets. Homeless pets.
Needy, homeless. I see needy. And this is the thing.
No, it says it's homeless pets.
Will you stop ruining my
No,
joke?
but it is because it's so important that... Go on. Yeah.
All pets are homeless until they're pets.
Yes.
There's no such thing as a homeless pet. There's an animal and there's a pet. There's no homeless pets. Okay? I don't see a deer walking across my yard and go, oh yeah, that's my homeless pet deer. That's a fucking deer. Okay? Now, if it's a pet, it has a home. Would you agree?
Oh, I agree.
Right. And would you also agree that whether they call it homeless or needy, they're all needy?
Yeah, but so when we go in there, you know, because we frequent a lot because we have a lot of
because
animals.
we have needy animals.
I feel the need to explain that we have adopted 2 dogs out, you know, one from a kill shelter, one, you know, that was with all these different pit bulls, and then we adopted these cats. One has no back paw. I feel the need to say, listen, I'm doing my job in society. I'm helping out.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to give any more money because the money that I'm spending right now is going to my homeless pets.
Yes, and your pets have a home.
Well, now they do, yeah.
Yes, that's what makes them pets.
Right, I know, but I've adopted a lot. I've adopted 3 cats, the dogs.
Oh, you've adopted a lot. It really pisses me off. If I had all the pet money, you and the vet too, you with the whole vet thing. Let me tell you something. If my father was here, and I said to him, hey, Dad, here's the vet bills from the last 10 years, he would not like you. He would say, I know, she's a great woman.
Well,
but
do you
Vinny,
remember that time I called you? So we have a dog named Luna, who's a pit bull, who was the one we adopted from the kill shelter. And she has a lot of energy. So she was running really hard, and she tore her, what she tore again?
I don't know.
Her ALS?
I don't know.
Her
No one.
forget. She tore something.
Her ACL.
Yeah, her ACL. Thank you. She tore her ACL. And so I bring her to the vet, and he basically says, listen, this is going to be a problem. She needs surgery.
She what?
She needs surgery.
She
or
needs
she's
surgery.
not going to be able to walk.
She's never going
And-
to play football again.
So he explains to me that right now, only one leg is in dire need of surgery. And
Right now or then?
That was then.
Then.
Right. But eventually it could be both legs. And that the cheaper version was $3,200 for
Right.
the one leg, but it might not keep. The more expensive version was $5,000, and she'd be solid for the rest of her life with that $5,000, and eventually she might need to do the other leg. So I call you up, and I'm crying, and I go, Luna needs an operation, and I tell you the price. And you were
Not my best moment.
no. You were so mad at me that you actually had to get off the phone. You're like, I gotta go, Vicky. I gotta go. You know I'm gonna say yes, but I gotta go. And you hung up. And then you called back a half hour later and said, all right, do the more expensive operation.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Well, I grew up in a household where if the dog got sick, you didn't go to the vet. You got a new dog. You got a puppy.
Right.
Your dog swallowed a balloon. Where is he? Don't worry about that dog. You got a brand new puppy. And that's not the only thing. The thing that blew my mind, I was out in L.A.
Right.
doing, I think, Last Comic Standing. And my mother's dog, Summer,
Yes.
which, is my mother's dog.
Yes.
She had passed away, my mother, and now the dog is ready to go. And the dog was, 44 years old. And I mean,
She
the dog was
wasn't-
so old.
Okay.
It was the original Shih Tzu. It was the first. Whatever makes a Shih Tzu, it was the very first one. And the guy's like, oh my God, I can't believe my dog hoarded itself out. What is it? It's a Shih Tzu. Charge more money. It was one of the very first ones.
It was not one of the first
It
ones.
was one of the first Shih
But
Tzus.
Summer had medical problems from the time we got her. We
Thanks,
adopted
Mom.
her after your mom passed. She was 2 years old, and from 2 years old till what did she die at, like 10 or 11?
She died right around $17,000.
Yeah. So no joke, we were at the vet every 2 weeks because every 2 weeks
We were not at the vet.
I was. And she always had an ear problem, eye problems, constant problems. So then towards the end of her life, I had already put in thousands of dollars in trying to save the
and
dog.
that's the right way to say it. You put it in.
Yeah, I did.
You put it in. I buy electronics.
Yeah.
You buy expensive animal procedures.
So she was at the vet. We had done life-saving measures.
I think I need to take over. I think I need to take this story over.
No, I'm not done yet.
Go ahead. I'll
now,
tell you the real version in a minute.
So now I'm like pregnant. I'm out to here.
Yep. We're
with
weeks
Cassie,
away.
Weeks away. And they bring me into a little room and they say, Mrs. Brand, we have some bad news for you. I said, what? Summer needs a surgery for her back. She needs a back surgery. We've brought
She'll never play high again.
But we brought the neurologist in to talk to you about it. I go, wait, what? And they did this without asking. So a dog neurologist, that's a hefty bill. And I don't have pet insurance. So now I'm like, oh, you brought in a neurologist. And they're like, yes. So now the neurologist joins the meeting. And they said, you know what, we're really worried about doing this operation because she had other things going on with her neurologically. And they said, we don't know if she can survive the operation because of her other issues that she has going on. And I said, well, how much is the operation? And they said, between 7 and 10. And I said, I'm sorry. I know you're not saying between 7 and 1000 because that doesn't make sense. So I'm like, are you mean $7,000 and $10,000 for a dog that's going to die? And they said, yes, but we're so sorry to report to you that we don't think we can do the operation. To which I said, no, you can't. I'm about to have another baby.
Yeah. Okay. Almost really what happened. Almost really what happened. Here's what really happened. I'm doing Last Comic Standing. I get a call from Vicky, hysterically crying. It's Sunday night. Summer's in the hospital. And I'm like, Summer, what niece is Summer? We have a niece named Summer? I'm thinking, there must be a human being, right? I'm like, oh, the dog? Yes. She's in the hospital. I got her a private room. I'm like, oh, okay. How do you tell your 9-month pregnant wife that she's batshit crazy? So I go, oh, okay, honey, just slow down. Tell me what's going on. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, if you spent all the money that I was planning to use to divorce you, I'm going to be livid. And she goes, all right, she needs an operation, but she's resting comfortably now. She's on a morphine drip.
Oh, that's right.
And I go, the dog is on a morphine drip? And she goes, yeah, she seems happy. I'm like, yeah, because she's seeing colors for the first time in her life. The dog is tripping. Okay. And then she goes, they got the dog neurologist coming in tomorrow, because the dog neurologist came in on Monday.
That's right. Yeah.
The dog neurologist is coming in tomorrow. And in my head, I'm going, see if after they check out Summer, they could give you a quick once-over. Because I can't believe we're having a conversation about a dog in a private room on a morphine drip, and you're talking about a dog neurologist. Now, I have to be gentle. Be very gentle.
Yeah.
And then we found out that they couldn't do the operation. And then I had to act upset. Now, don't get me wrong. You dog people out there, I love dogs. But when a dog is failing, every major organ was failing. The dog couldn't hold its bladder.
Yeah.
She couldn't see. She was almost totally blind.
Yeah.
She walked into walls.
Yeah.
Okay. With people, hang on. Let me tell you what the dog neurologist did when you left the room. Him and the vet, they spent about 6 minutes laughing hysterically.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They sit there and go, I think we got her. You see the new Mercedes?
Summer, that was actually very sad because I had to put Summer down on my birthday. I was pregnant and I had to put that dog down on my birthday. It was a very sad day.
You're a trooper. I was in LA.
Yeah.
I didn't make it home for Summer's being done. Now, what did you do with Summer after you put her down so I could be there for the burial? Could you tell people what you did with her?
Nothing.
Really? She didn't spend a few days.
No, that was Marley.
Oh, Marley.
That was Marley. Marley was in my mom's refrigerator.
She put the dog. We put down another dog. At the end of the day, Vicky's the Dr. Mengele of pet ownership.
No.
She put the dog down, and I'm not around. And she goes,
"You had to be part of the ceremony."
And she goes,
we're having a funeral.
"We have to have a funeral." And I go, "Well, what'd you do with her?" She said, "Don't say anything to my mother. She's in my mother's freezer."
We cleaned my mom. My mom's watching right now, so my mom knows Marley was in her freezer. But my mom had no food in the freezer.
It doesn't matter. You don't put a dog in the freezer. Freak.
So, yeah, Marley was almost 15 when we had to put her down. And that was my mom, because I was trying to save Marley's life.
Oh, your mother would put down anything.
Yeah.
If I cough, I'm like, don't your mother know I had a cough? Your mother.
So, but Marley kept getting herself wedged in different places. And at Cassie's birthday party, she'd gotten herself wedged between the sliding glass door and the screen door. And that's when my mom said, "Jesus Christ, Vicky, you have to put that dog down."
Yes.
And so it was Labor Day weekend. We decided we had to put the dog down. Tabby was home. We had to put the dog down. You know, it was Tabby's dog from when she was 4. And you were away. And so we wanted you to be part of the funeral. And I said, I don't know what we do now with the body. And Tabby, because we watched so many cop shows, and said, "Ma, we got to freeze it. We got to freeze the body." And so I knew you'd freak if I put it in our freezer where our food is.
Oh,
Yes,
holy shit. There's food. I will never touch food out of your mother's freezer.
My mom said that she's laughing that we put the dog in her freezer.
Oh, Donna, you wouldn't be laughing if you saw that dog come out of your freezer.
And I'm not the only one. Denise just said she put one of her cats in her freezer.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. Oh, my God. I'll tell you my favorite vet story.
Right.
So, first of all, you have put down a lot. You're a trooper about it.
Well, I have to be the one because you don't do well with it. Even though you're not a dog person.
I walk the dog. They take him in the woods.
Okay, yes. But you're not... I mean, listen, when my mom's feeding the dog, my mom feeds her dog by fork.
With a fork.
And
you know what? I'm happy that dog was in your freezer. You feed a dog with your fork. There's nothing wrong with you, Donna. I love you.
No, so
here's my favorite. It was the hamster.
it was a guinea pig.
Whatever.
It was a
A
guinea pig.
fancy rat. We had a fancy rat, and the fancy rat got sick.
Yeah.
And I come home, and Vicky goes, "You have to go to the vet." And I'm like, "Oh, something wrong with the dog?" We had a dog.
Yeah.
No, I made a vet appointment for that. It was what was it? A guinea pig.
A guinea pig.
For the guinea pig. And I'm like, "You made a vet appointment for a guinea pig?" And we bring this guinea pig into the vet. Mm-hmm. That was Danielle's guinea pig. And we were all there, right? Was Danielle in the room?
No, I don't think so.
I think he was. I think she was because the vet, first of all, the vet used a stethoscope to listen to the guinea pig's heart, which I'm like, there's no effing way you can hear that guinea pig's heart. He's literally down the guinea pig. The thing is this big, and he's going, and I'm like, this guy he's worse than any fraud I've ever seen. So he looks at the guinea pig over, and he goes, "Well, I can do an operation, but I can't guarantee he'll live." And I'm like, "An operation on a $12 pet?" And there was a garbage can. And I'm going, "Is there any other treatment options?" And we brought the guinea pig home, and it died
Yeah, it did.
peacefully, quickly, like rats are supposed to. But that was why would you bring a guinea pig to a vet? They're 4 for $12. The vet bill was $250.
Right.
Craziness.
So, while we're talking about animals, on our last segment
Yes.
that we need to talk about is weird news. Our weird news
Can you put up the weird news?
Yeah, this is definitely
a
weird.
new segment.
This is
You
definitely a
have
new
the
segment.
logo?
Weird news. Weird news.
Huh?
No, we couldn't get that. We couldn't get it. It was too last minute.
Okay, it doesn't matter. This is weird news.
Right.
And Vicky, first of all, Vicky and I are news junkies. We watch the
Right.
news a lot, right? And Vicky loves, I love the sports news,
Yes, you do.
right? And you like that, right?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I'm
What-
a big. I like watching all different news. I cover all different channels.
Yeah, Vicky watches Fox and CNN.
I try. I watch everything. I literally watch everything.
She does.
And then I read everything, so I see what everybody is reporting.
Now that Vicky's made all of us feel inferior.
No, I like the news. I've always liked the news. And
Well, you're the one that got me watching both.
I think it's good to see what everybody's talking about.
You're the one that got me bounced out there.
Yeah, I do.
Got me out there. And I got you into sports a little bit.
Yeah. So I came across this piece, and it's so disturbing. So in India, and this is a real news.
It's a real news story.
that just broke today. 4 hunters are accused of raping a Bengal monitor lizard. I can't even wrap my mind around
They
it.
raped a lizard.
They and in the news article they say they gang raped a lizard and then they recorded it on the cell phone. Yeah, it's just so bizarre. So bizarre. And so I'm reading this article, and it's a short article. And
First of all, I just want you to know one thing. While you are a news junkie,
Mm-hmm.
the minute I read the headline, 4 accused of raping a lizard, I click over.
no, I went back and I said, this can't be right. This can't be right. So I read it again, and they talk about these 4 hunters and how they tracked them down, and it was on someone's phone, and how they knew they had it on someone's phone. I have no idea. It's just weird stuff.
I want to know how they even figured out that they raped a lizard. They had to send that video to somebody.
I would think so. I think so.
Right? They sent that video to someone, and someone goes, "Oh man, these guys are raping lizards."
Yeah, it's so bizarre. And I mean, I don't even know how you have that conversation with your 3 friends. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know how that comes up.
It must start like this. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know. Right?
You see how it's crawling
Yeah.
with the scales?
Yeah.
I'm worked up. It's so gross.
But the article ends with, for those who don't know, this is verbatim. For those that don't know, the Bengal monitor lizard is a reserved species under the Wildlife Protection 1972. What? What? I don't know. How about this? It has nothing to do with the fact that it's a reserved species, like, and it's protected. That's just so sick on so many levels. Like, let's delve into that.
Yeah, well,
Let's delve into that. That's not it. Like.
I think what they're saying, Vicky, is look, if you're gonna rape a lizard, don't rape a protected lizard.
So bizarre.
That is so
bizarre.
bizarre. But don't you think that's what the news does anyway? They always have some bizarre, stupid, like they'll talk about. It happens all the time with female leaders. They'll say, the Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher met with whomever, and then right away she was wearing a pink chiffon shirt. Who gives a shit?
Yes. Yeah.
Who
Exactly.
gives a shit? Okay,
Yeah.
And so maybe lizard rape is more common than we think.
What?
I don't know. I mean, I would never rape a lizard.
So bizarre.
I don't even know how that thought. Like, I agree with you. How do you, first of all, let's say you're out in the woods and you see a lizard,
Yeah.
and one of your friends goes,
Ooh la la.
right,
Like, just bizarre.
right. I don't know
Bizarre.
how you all join in.
No, I don't. Because if you're the other 3 going, look at Bob. Crazy.
Can I ask you something? In 2022,
Mm-hmm.
is there anyone in this country saying, well, if you identify as a lizard,
What? No.
yeah, it's getting crazy here too.
No. That's just crazy. That's just
Okay,
crazy.
so now what else is in the weird news? You got some other-
Nope, but I feel like I just want to close on one thing.
I wanted to close on this.
No, we'll do that. We'll save that.
Next week, instead?
Yes.
Okay, I could do
So
that.
my
That's a
last
great
thing
story, too.
is my PSA, public service announcement.
I know
Wawa.
what PSA means. Jesus Christ, why do you have to make me look stupid?
Dum dum.
PSA, hang on, let me work that out with a pen. It's like a, what are those?
An acronym.
No, what are those word clues they're doing in the New York Times? What are they?
Oh, the Wordles.
It's like a wordle. I'm going to do it.
No.
Hang on now, I got the P.
Now, tomorrow, this is another thing that I came across, and I just want to spread the news. If you want free coffee, go to Wawa. Wawa's giving free coffee across the country tomorrow.
Wawa coffee tastes like dirty underwear. Wawa coffee's weak and nasty.
All right, you'll be at Martha Stewart's tag sale.
I'm gonna tell you
Putting
something.
on airs.
Is she gonna be there?
She's filming the special, Vinny.
But okay, if you pay, just back to this for a second. If you pay the $250, you get to haggle with her.
I'm sure you're not haggling with Martha Stewart. I'm sure that while Martha Stewart is there doing this special, Vinny Brand won't have interaction with Martha Stewart.
If Martha Stewart saw me, Martha Stewart interacts with me.
Oh, sure.
How much you want for the striped shirt, Martha?
Yeah.
That's a prison reference.
Yeah.
All right, so
right.
this is a very fun broadcast.
Yes,
This is
it's a good
36
time.
minutes long.
Yeah.
I hope you loved this broadcast. Did you have fun?
I had a good time. I had a
Really
good
fun time. And I like weird news. You always have weird things. And I also like the fact we got to air out some of the pet stories.
Yeah, so that was a good time.
And
Good time.
when do you think we put our next one down? It's getting close, right?
Shut up. What's the matter with you?
Huh? I don't know.
We're
Vicky,
going to hold off and do that.
Vicky wants to tell you about that next week. What a
Yeah.
great story.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You know the story? No. Oh, my God. Next week on Tuesday night,
Yeah.
we're going to tell a story. You will not believe the story. You will not believe the story.
Yep.
But we'll also tell the whole saga.
Yeah.
So that's next Tuesday. By the way, there's a new video going up. When are we doing the rant, Noah? The rant I did last night. You know I'm upset about this. When is the rant going to be up?
We can do that tonight.
Huh?
We can do it tonight.
Can you load it tonight? Yeah. I really wanted to load it tonight. I am so pissed off at certain things. Listen, this weekend, Jeff Ross will be at the club in New Brunswick, in Bridgeport. Jessica Kirsten will be with us. We have so many great